It is finally here! Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Are you excited? I'm excited. Look at this amazing artwork here on the start screen. This game is going to be so much fun. I really enjoyed Pathfinder Kingmaker. I only just recently finished that playthrough. I played the Banner Saga, and then when that game ended, this one happened to just release. So here we are. We're gonna dive in. This is gonna be the main focus on the channel for a while. I did my best to avoid all kind of spoilers. I didn't watch a trailer. I didn't watch any beta play and anything. Like I just wanna get into this story, immerse myself, and enjoy it to the fullest. And we're gonna be fighting demons. So, there's that. Join the struggle against the Worldwound, the epic war between Golarion and the Abyss that has raged for more than 100 years. Up to now, the Crusader armies have barely managed to curb the overwhelming enemy forces, but not for much longer. The Demon Lords are preparing to strike a decisive blow. You will have to harness mythic powers, take command of the Fifth Crusade, and lead it against the demonic hordes. So this game is based in the Pathfinder universe, in the world of Golarion, just like Pathfinder Kingmaker was. There is no link between the two games, as far as I know. For the Pathfinder tabletop role-playing game, Paizo Publishing publishes adventure pods, which are basically campaigns linking 6 adventures together. And they are all different storylines. So same goes for Wrath of the Righteous. It's in the same world as Pathfinder Kingmaker. It is just a completely different storyline. There will be no kingdom management in this game. That was replaced by some kind of crusade mechanic, which I'm quite curious to check out. So we have to fight the demonic hordes of the Worldwound. And in order for the party to reach certain places on the map, apparently we have to actually strategically position ourselves on the map and fight armies of demons. You heard the word strategically. If you have watched any of my videos, you know where this is going. In any case, I can't wait to check this out. I'm super excited to get into this game. We are fighting demons, so that means I want to be a paladin. This looks like a paladin to me, so this is the picture that we're gonna take. Now look at this. Like, if you want options, there is options. It is nuts. Like, you can spend hours going through just character creation. There are, what is it, like 25 classes? Each of them has like 6 or 7 subclasses. Then there is like more than 10 prestige classes. Like the options that you can play with in this game, it's really something. Now, me personally, I'm more of a story-focused person, but I can understand that people who are really into game mechanics gravitate towards a game like this. There's people who find D&D 5th edition to be too simple, and those people want a game with heavy mechanics, with a lot of options, with feats and all sorts of abilities that they can combine to create the ultimate combo. Me, on the other hand, not so much. I just looked up a build that I found on the internet. Shout out to NeoSeeker, where I found the build. I'm gonna link it in the description of the video, of course. The build consists of 4 different classes over the 20 levels that we have. The main part of that will be Paladin levels, but there is a level of Slayer in there. There is 4 levels of Fighter, and the very first level is a monk. If you have seen any of the builds for Pathfinder Kingmaker, you probably have seen that there is a lot of builds that take like at least one level of monk just to get like an extra feat, some armor class. So this build does exactly that. We're gonna take the Scaled Fist subclass, steeped in traditions that trace their origins to the warrior monks who trained under the tutelage of draconic masters. Scaled Fists eschew passive introspection in favor of unshakable confidence. Scaled Fists learn to combine brutal intimidation with the brazen ferocity of an ancient worm to devastate their foes. I also want to give a shout out to Owlcat Games. This game looks amazing. Like we've only just entered character creation, and what an enormous improvement from the Pathfinder Kingmaker game. Like it really looks stunning. You have an overview here of all the abilities that you get, the abilities that you lose for picking the subclass. It goes all the way down through the levels, or you can click details here and then you see it in an overview that is similar to the one that you saw in Pathfinder Kingmaker. We're gonna go next, and yes, there are a whole bunch of races as well. You have the traditional races like human, elf, dwarf, gnome, halfling, half-elf, half-orc. And then there is the Aasimar, a super popular race in Pathfinder Kingmaker. There is the Tiefling, the Oread, the Dhampir. I played the Dhampir character once in the tabletop role-playing game. That was a lot of fun. And there is the Kitsune. We are gonna be fashionable and pick the Aasimar. If we're gonna be fighting demons and we're going Paladin, then we might as well grab someone who has the blood of angels, I would say, or at least good aligned outsiders. Aasimars are humans with a significant amount of celestial or other good outsider blood in their ancestry. While not always benevolent, Aasimar are more inclined towards acts of kindness rather than evil. Aasimar heritage can lie dormant for generations, only to appear suddenly in a child of two apparently human parents. Most societies interpret Aasimar births as good omens, though it must be acknowledged that some Aasimar take advantage of the reputation of their kind, brutally subverting the expectations of others with acts of terrifying cruelty or abject venality. Aasimar look mostly human, except for some minor physical traits like glowing lips and glowing eyes, apparently. Typical Aasimar features are hair that shines like metal, unusual eye or skin color, and other unearthly marks of beauty. If I was as good looking as this fellow right here, I would be walking around bare-chested too. I can't lie. There is, of course, with certain races, heritages. And we are gonna be going full angel here. So, not only has the game some kind of crusade mechanic, there is also mythic paths, apparently. They are unlocked somewhere during gameplay. I have absolutely no idea how they work. But I know that there are different paths, like Angel or Demon, Trickster. I think there's about 8 of them. And this game really lends itself to multiple playthroughs because of that. We are gonna start the Angel route, I would assume being a Paladin. Now, I know that there is a companion in the game that is also a Paladin. So in Kingmaker, we had Amiri as the iconic character that joined the party. In this game, we have Sela, the iconic Paladin character from the tabletop role-playing game. So we're gonna have 2 Paladins. I don't mind at all. We're fighting demons. We can be the front line, and then we'll have to see what other companions we can add, preferably maybe a cleric, a wizard. We're gonna probably need a lawful good rogue to open all the chests, because no doubt there's gonna be a lot of chests in this game. And yeah, we'll see how we can fill out the party. But 2 paladins as the main tanks of the game, I think is quite fine. If I'm going into hell with a party, I would love to have a paladin. You know what I would love more? 2 paladins. The Angelkin are mortal paragons of exceptional beauty, and they serve as exemplars of good and light regardless of the myriad forms they may take. Angel-blooded Aasimars have a +2 racial bonus to strength and charisma and a +2 racial bonus on lore religion and use magic device checks. And they can use the lesser restoration spell once per day. So this dispels any temporary magical effects. Not quite sure how useful this is going to be. I doubt I ever used it during my complete playthrough of Kingmaker. But then again, I'm, not the person that you should model your playthroughs after. I only found out like really late in the Kingmaker game that it might be a good idea to buff your party prior to running into fights. So there is that. I learned the hard way. Reloading sucks, We are gonna take Pickpocket as a background. But Ralph, I thought you said you were a story person. How does that fit with the Paladin? Well, it's a redemption story, okay? It's a redemption story. So, Pickpocket adds trickery and stealth to the list of the class skills. That is not why I'm doing this. Pickpocket gains +2 bonus on initiative rolls. Ka-ching! This is why we're picking Pickpocket. Then we have to divide 25 points. So you can see we have this +2 bonus on strength and charisma. We're gonna max, well not max, but we're gonna put our strength at 18. We will put further points into strength when we level up. Our dexterity will be 16, our constitution will be 12. Intelligence 10, so I'm not going to have too many skill points, but we can't have it all. Wisdom is going to be a 7, and that allows us to bring our charisma up to 17 as well, and we will also put a point in charisma at the 4th level to get this to a +4 modifier as well. Next, we can allocate skill points. I'm gonna take perception, even though I have a -2 here, but I mean, arguably perception is one of the most used and most useful skills in the whole game. I would say athletics would be good for a paladin to boost, and then maybe persuasion, since we have high charisma as well. There we go. Only 3 points. That's not a lot, but we'll have to deal with it. Feat-wise, we have 2 feats that we can pick from. One regular feat and then a bonus feat for choosing the monk. We're gonna take dodge as our first feat, gain a +1 dodge bonus to our armor class. If we're gonna be the tank, if we're gonna be in melee combat, we are gonna need all the armor class we can get. So here is a +1. And then our scaled fist bonus feat, we're gonna take crane style, and this is another one of these big bonuses. This gives us an additional +1 bonus to armor class if we are fighting defensively. So we take a -2 penalty on attack rolls, and then we gain an additional +1 to armor class. There we go. This is our monk level. As a deity, there is a number of them which are not available, as you can see, mostly because we, as a monk, need to be of a lawful alignment, and all the gods here that are grayed out are chaotic or neutral, non-lawful gods, let's put it like that. I would say we are gonna pick the one god that I cannot pronounce, Io Medea. If you think it should be pronounced differently, you can let me know in the comments. Known as the Inheritor, Light of the Sword, and Lady of Valor, the goddess of righteous valor, justice, and honor. Having served as Aroden's herald, she inherited many of the last Aslante's followers upon his death and continues to espouse the ideas of honor and righteousness in the defense of good and the battle against evil. The domains are glory, good, law, sun, and war, and her favored weapon is a longsword. Before we continue, and this is really, really important for me, for the channel. I don't normally ask this in the beginning of a video, but if you would be so kind to please hit the like button, I would appreciate you very, very much. It will enable the YouTube algorithm to pick up on this video. We're very close to launch. There is a lot of people with very established channels that are going to be playing this game. And if I want to have any chance of getting my videos found by new people, a number of likes on the video would be super helpful. So if you would like to do that, I would be very grateful. We're gonna be lawful good, of course. And then we need to look at some colors. Let's see, red and kind of white-ish. Alright, so we have the body types that we had in Kingmaker as well. I'm just gonna keep the number 1 here. The faces don't change too much, to be honest. I think I'm gonna go for this one. There we go. I've looked at the scars, but you can barely even see them. So I will scroll through them really quickly. You see some small lines, but they're not super visible, so I'm not gonna bother putting one on the character. Let's see. Skin color, if we want to look like the character picture, I would think this is probably the closest to skin color. Then the hairstyle, I think it's something like this. we're gonna get rid of this golden hair because this looks ridiculous. Unfortunately, it also removes the golden eyes and golden lips if we do. That's a bit of a pity because that is something I actually really like. I love the golden eyes, but you're gonna see if we change the color in a moment, they're gonna go away too. We can pick a beard if we want to, but the character picture doesn't have a beard, so we're gonna go beardless as well. And then here we can choose the hair color, which I would say is rather dark. This is still very shiny. Look at that, it's like a bowling ball. Yeah, I would say black is the closest to what we're gonna get. So we are losing the shiny lips and the shiny eyes, unfortunately, but so be it. We can give the character war paint, but yeah, that just looks a bit silly. There is even a meme war paint. Let me show you. Look at this. This is the Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, the Halloween edition. So we're gonna skip the war paint. What I do want is like a dark color. It's a pity that it's so flat. Like this is way more red, I would say, than it actually shows up in the game. Like this is not the same red as this, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I feel this is maybe a bit too light. Yeah, we'll take this one, and then as a secondary color that was white or grayish, let's see, we'll take this. Yeah, that is fine. I still feel he looks like a bowling ball. So shiny.
A mere flesh wound.
Yes, there is gonna be plenty of flesh wounds in this game. As a paladin, we're gonna be brave.
I won't give up.
Yes, we'll see about that. We'll see about that after your first combat, buddy. We have to pick a name, and we are gonna be called Koldar Ainlor. How about that? Does that have any meaning? No, probably not. I just looked up a name generator. Koldar is born, like me, on the 26th of November. There we go. And I think we are almost
Adventures await.
Almost done, yeah. This is it, we're gonna be jumping into the game. I am beyond excited. Koldar is ready to go. Let's jump into Wrath of the Righteous. There is a party going on. I hope we are invited. Okay, we got really drunk. We're being carried off by the city guard. Alright.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
Oh, I'm wounded. Okay, I'm not drunk apparently.
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Is this game going to be voice acted all the way through? That would be amazing.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him? Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
Alright, so we have the option to hover over a number of text here. And I am gonna do that since I really want to immerse myself into the game. So, especially with locations and things like that. So like Canabris here. A city of glory, but not one of spotless virtue. Until the first Mendavian crusade, it was a small town perched atop a bluff overlooking the West Selen River. During the final dark days of Sarkoris, hysterical refugees splashed across the river and sought safety behind the walls of Canabris. At first, these refugees were allowed in unquestioningly. However, a Lilitu demon named Minago entered Canabris magically disguised as a refugee. Once inside the town's walls, she revealed her true form and slaughtered dozens of citizens before vanishing in a cloud of greasy black smoke. After the Red Morning Massacre, as it was called, Canabris refused entrance to any except those who could demonstrate direst need. Individuals who fell under suspicion were turned away or executed on the spot. Oh, really? By the time of the Second Crusade, the leaders of Canabris agreed to house one of the ward stones to guard against demonic hordes pouring from the Worldwound. This act ensured Ganabra's role as a strategically vital city key to the defense of Mendev. And demons are malign and destructive creatures native to the outer sphere plane known as the Abyss. Demons exist for one reason: to destroy. Is that for us to destroy them, or for them to destroy Golarion? Were their more lawful counterparts, the devils of hell, seek to twist mortal minds and values, to remake and reshape them into reflections of their own evil, demons seek only to maim, ruin, and feed. They recruit mortal life only if such cohorts speed along the eventual destruction of hope and goodness. Death is in some ways their enemy, for a mortal who dies can often escape a demon's depredations and flee to their just reward in the afterlife. It is the prolonging of mortal pain and suffering that fuels a demon's lusts and desires, for it is partially from mortal sin and cruelty that these monstrous fiends were born.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. He can get his things back after the festival.
So, technically, as a monk, my fists are my weapons. So they're gonna chop off my hands now? That would be cruel.
O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
Iomade! Hey, I said it right, actually. Okay, that's scene points for me in the Pathfinder community. The magic envelops you, but your pain lessens only slightly. I won't give up that easily.
Hear, hear! That's the Crusader spirit. My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
Yeah, don't ask Camellia to do your dirty work for you, okay?
I'll get her. Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Oh, look at that. Hey, we look alike. We could be brother and sister. I think Calder is the brother of Sela. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. Who is the older one? I think I'm the older brother of Sela. And when she saw my redemption story going from a despicable pickpocket into the arms of Iomade as a paladin, she followed suit and became a paladin herself. You see? It's all story.
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
I am Coldar Ainlor.
That's the first I've heard of that name.
What?
Who are you then? What's your business in the city?
What do you mean you don't know me? I'm a hero. I'm gonna be like a mythic angel pot walking hero.
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man. He has been through enough already. Go on, I'll take care of him.
Is that the sign of Iomade as well? I think so, no? On the shield.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
Muttering discontentedly, the old man walks off. A dragon at that. Is dragon a title in the Order of Iomedaea?
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
The longer she speaks, the stronger her voice becomes. Thank you for helping me.
I accept your thanks, but my work is not yet done.
So, who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
I see they haven't changed the most used sentence in the game. In Kingmaker, that was easily, who are you? I don't know how many hundreds of times I've said that reading dialogue. Are you really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
Really? It's an actual dragon? That is pretty good. Pretty cool, actually. Yeah. What happened to
I
me?
don't know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
How come I don't know what happened to me? Why do I have to ask a complete stranger? Where am I gonna go? Can I go?
Certainly.
What?
But be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return. But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabres. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Alright, so we have the tutorial mode on, as you can see. So there is movement for walking around that is the same as in Kingmaker. There's probably going to be a lot of referencing to Kingmaker, sorry for that, but I really enjoyed that game. It is very recent still in my memory. And I think it makes sense to compare the two. Moving the camera. What they added, if I'm not mistaken, is this. Yes, you could not do this in Kingmaker, rotating the view, which is really cool actually. Look at this. Whee! Oh, look at that. He's no longer wounded, he's already doing his yoga. We have a journal. Canabres is a city poised on the border between two worlds. On the one side, the ordinary world inhabited by ordinary people, and on the other, the Worldwound, the demon's foothold on Golarion. Heroes from across the world flock to Canabres to aid the Crusader cause. The Protected War offers little cause for celebration, but today is the anniversary of the city's founding. For today, the main square has been cleared of marching troops and given over to performers and carnival games. The townsfolk don't deserve the chance to forget about the bloodshed, if only for a day. Okay, so my first quest is to have fun. I can do that. Let's see, we have to sample a special festival drink, we have to throw a dart at a target, and we have to hit a mannequin. Let's see if we can somehow figure out where we can do that. I see a target over here. I'm assuming, yes, this is exactly where I need to be. You can interact with various objects such as doors and chests by clicking the right mouse button on them. Some special objects have an icon above them. This is also how you talk to characters. Hold tab to highlight all interactive objects and show the interaction icons. Alright. Does it do it automatically or... Oh, bullseye! Where is my prize? I deserve a prize now. Let's hit the tab real quick. As you can see, it highlights a lot of things. There's way too many characters here though. Are there people we can talk to? There's a bunch of nobles. Ember. Who is Ember? Happy City Day, good people. Spare a coin for a hungry belly. Okay. I don't think I have an inventory yet. Yeah, well, I do, but there's nothing in it. Alright. Where can I get a drink in this place? That does not look to be the place. This looks like a place to get a drink. Let's see. Yes, it is. Let's get a drink. There's a tiefling bartender. I love a drink, me. Especially when the city's footing the bill. Oh yeah. They're gonna get that stretcher back. Uh-oh. Right into combat. Great. Oh shit. There's another Red Monday massacre going on. Can I do something actually?
Deskari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city.
Are you what? Oh, here's the dragon. It's bigger.
Let the feast begin.
It just killed a freaking dragon with one hit.
Deskari's here. Deskari himself. Blimey.
Oh my goodness.
Bam! She was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If flee is your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
The halfling's armor is splashed with blood and he is armed to the teeth with a sword, a blade and a hatchet on his belt and a crossbow on his back. His voice sounds familiar to you. Yeah, get me a weapon, I wanna fight demons.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
Yeah, that's gonna come in handy.
Good luck! Try not to get eaten now!
Cheerio! The halfling's words are drowned out by the terrible rumbling and the rustling of countless tiny wings. How on earth am I gonna get out of this? Oh, I'm gonna shoot the big guy?
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
Yeah, smart move.
Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I saw.
And we died.
The silver dragon, Terendalev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Deskari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Okay, but that goes to show how powerful demon lords are. I had no idea they could just take out a dragon like that. Oh, okay. Looks like I'm somewhere underground all of a sudden. I am going to explore this place in the next video. So if you want to follow along on this complete playthrough of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, hit that subscribe button, you'll get a notification. Hit the like button, I'm gonna ask it again. It really helps out the channel. Please do so. It takes like literally half a second for you. It really helps out. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you in the next video.